All right, guys, so today we got one in the mail. This is a diagnostic. This guy didn't know which one of his parts, if either, was bad, and so he sent us his ignition switch and key to test it for him, and we're about to do that right now. First thing we're going to do is test his key, and for this I'm just going to put it into the IR reader. That's VVDI there. Okay. Key is in the reader, and we're using VVDI for this. Do a quick check on the key, and the key reads 100%. It's good. Okay, so let's take a look now at the EIS, and we've got it hooked up, and we've got to hook up to a gateway. You've got to hook up a 164 switch to a gateway to read it, and we're going to read. Okay, so it failed to read at a certain point. Let's check that again. Let's read it again, and let's see what it says down here. Read failed position 28. Okay, so we've got a little bit of data that we could not read, and then we get a message up here. This happens to be a dealer installed switch, and when that's the case, aftermarket software, like I'm using here, cannot write to these switches. The dealer protects them so that you've got to keep so that they can keep their business in-house. So I'm going to click OK here, and we're going to do the testing. We're going to go with test EIS status. Got a little box comes up. This is going to show us our CAN status and mechanical status. So when I put the key in, these boxes are going to be checked. Now it checks two things. It checks the mechanics. It checks the mechanics of the key turning in the switch, okay, and it also checks the CAN bus communication of the switch for each one of these circuits: HO, 15R, 15, and 50. Okay, a good switch will have check marks in most of these boxes except for HO. But we should have a 15R circuit, a 15, and a 50 when we turn to the crank position. Okay, so let's do that test right now. Okay, so I'm going to be inserting the key. Let's start the test. That helps. Okay. Okay, so we inserted the key, and we see that we're missing a check at the CAN status box. We only have mechanical status. Okay, so that's not a good sign. Next thing we're going to do is turn the key. Okay, that's position 1. And you see we have a check in 15R. Now that's correct. It's okay that we skipped HO. All right, so by now we should see check marks on 15R and on for the CAN status. This box stays empty, but we should see a 15R check right here, and we're not seeing that. So that's going to be a problem. This switch is not going to start the car. I'm going to turn it to the second position, and we have mechanical status, circuit 15. This should light up the dashboard when it's installed in the car. And we have no CAN status here, so this would not be lighting up the dashboard. And the last one is the starter. So we're just going to turn all the way. That's the crank position. And you can see up here we have a mechanical check mark on circuit 50. Circuit 50 is a starter circuit, but we have no check mark across the board in CAN status. So this switch is faulty. It's not working. It's going to need to be replaced. Okay, so that's how we do our diagnostic. We check the switch, we check the key, and it just takes us a few minutes to do that with our tools here. So I'm going to offer this customer a solution. And the solution is going to be to clone his switch. And that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.